can.
You know, you mentioned the drills. It did seem like you had a little bit more of a hands-on approach today, you know, taking part in a lot of those. Is that something that you kind of wanted to do at the start of practice here?
Yeah, you guys haven't been watching me throughout. I've been here 3 years. I've been doing drills all along. Try to at least when they'll let me. The assistant coaches let me, you know, be involved a little bit. But as a head football coach, I've always been involved. I like the coaching part. I don't think it has to stop when you become the head football coach. So loved it today and will continue to do it.
There'll be a little bit of a different quarterback room this spring. There's more scholarship guys. What are you looking for in those guys coming out of this spring?
You say quarterback,
yes.
Yes, I was thinking corner too. That does help. You know, when you have more experience back there. You know, we have some guys that you know are going through some things for the first time, but have played a little bit of football. It's about competition, and the more guys you can get that truly have a chance to compete has to make the room that much better. How our season goes, of course, a lot of it starts with the quarterback room. And we have some guys, again, as I said, M.J. Rivers, Matt Robinson, Karan Taylor, that all feel like that they can be the quarterback for the University of Illinois, and we're going to give them all a chance to prove it.
Coach, where are you at in the process with Luke Ford and the NCAA trying to get him eligible?
You say, where are we in the process? Well, I mean, the process is always ongoing. Eventually, I'll just say the process is ongoing. I think we all are kind of paying attention to what's happening in college football as far as transfers are concerned. You know, we think we have a pretty good case for Luke, of course. There's some reasons why he chose to come back, but that'll all play out in time.
Jamal Woods coming back from that injury, how important was it to get him back for spring ball and get him rolling?
Very important. You know, every defensively starts up front. Of course, Jamal Milan is healthy as a, you know, he's up there with the, you know, as you talk about some of the better defensive linemen around, and he is healthy now, but that'll help a lot. But the other Jamal Woods too, it hurt when he went out last year. Bobby Roundtree has played outstanding football for a long period of time. Larry Oladipo. You know, we could go on and on a little bit. You know, we have 3 highly recruited freshmen coming in on defensive line. So Coach Clark has a lot of things to work with right now.
Coach, did you get a chance to watch much of Luke Ford today, or were you too busy with your other stuff?
Well, no. I mean, and, you know, with spring football, besides some of the individual drills, we get a chance to see them most of the time.
Okay.
You know, offense and defenses, you know, they're together most of the time. I've seen Luke working all season. He's as good as advertised, I believe, but it was good step for him to get back on the practice football field. We have a lot, of course, big plans for him.
I don't know if you've been asked, but where are you guys at in the process for Luke and hardship waiver?
Yeah, I was a little early. We talked a little bit about it, and the process is ongoing. We think we have a pretty good shot. There's a reason why we feel that way. I mean, there's a reason why Luke came back, not just to play football here, but there's some family things, and we'll present all of that, and hopefully we'll get good news.
He was close to coming there in the first place, wasn't he? And how much easier would that have been?
Well, you know, I have a short memory. I'm 60 now. I have a short memory. We knew him when we was in high school. He was a good player there. All the good high school players in the state of Illinois, we try to recruit. Some we don't get first time around, and if we have a good relationship with them, maybe the second go around we'll have an opportunity. But we're not going to build our program on that.
Right.
Our program's going to be built on guys wanting to come here the first time around, but sometimes special cases bring some of our better players back.
Guys from Illinois, especially, I would think I mean, that's even bigger deal for you, right?
Yeah, it's big. I mean, of course, we start our recruiting in our state, our home state. As we were talking earlier, you know, the high school coaches convention clinic is here this weekend. That's big. We have great football in the state, yes. There's many of our better football, the best football players in our state we would like to keep here, absolutely.
Coach Owen Carney was out today. Any status update with him?
He's injured right now. You know, spring ball, we don't talk a whole lot about him, but we saw some guys in green jerseys out there that have an injury, but nobody has a career-ending injury, anything like that. Eventually we'll have everybody back out there.
How's Milo looked in linebacker?
Milo. I mean, that name kind of threw me off. Milo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, threw me off a little. He won't want you to call him that. No, he's, you know, we've been waiting for him for a while. He's a good football player. Athletically, he checks off all of the boxes. But again, it's the first time in a long time he's legitimately out there competing, for time, and we'll give him an opportunity.
Coach, what stands out about? Well, okay, I lost my train of thought.
Okay, I lose mine.
What stands out the most about Richie Pettibone?
I'm anxious to see the video. As a lineman today, first practice, non-padded practice, I just know that Rich has showed up. He's been everything we want him to be off the field, off-season workouts. He's a smart player. His play has been on teams, championship teams. He's bringing a lot to our ball club. Today, can't see an awful lot from the lineman. Can't wait to get to Friday. We'll see a little bit more.
Lovie, Vertus was one of the top recruits you've gotten.
So, yeah.
And to have him actually playing this spring of last year to watch, what have you seen from him in the year?
He has been impressive throughout our all-season workouts, which have primarily been, agility type drills. You look at him; he's a physical presence. He's been great. We think he's going to help us some kind of way. We keep a lot of these young players. We keep talking about Calvin Avery. Calvin played for us last year, but he needed an off-season. He's had that. Just really looking forward to those guys, those D linemen. We talked about a lot of our D linemen taking a step forward. That's why we're so pumped up around here about. We played about as bad defense as you could play in college football last year, and guys realize that. We bring that up daily. We're embracing what happened last year to make us better. A lot of these guys you're talking about will help us do that.
There's a lot of numbers here compared to the last couple of springs.
Yes.
What's that mean for your program?
It means great competition. We're at least 2 deep and maybe 3 deep at some positions. And you'll need them. You just look at our history with injuries, guys go down, and the drop-off has been, we have had too big a drop-off with injuries around here, and now we're getting to a point where that depth can really help us, go through some of those times.
Kevin Myers said he lost a ton of weight. How impressed are you with that transformation?
He's lost a ton, and we need to lose a little bit more too. But no, we're excited about that. Keevan's another player, young player with talent. Spring's important. He's been doing everything he's supposed to do up until this point. These practices will help him a lot. Coach McClain is really excited about what he could possibly do.
What are the new early returns from Lou Hernandez? What's his impact been early?
I think most of you kind of know Lou's background. Everybody has you follow the trail a little bit to kind of tell you who they are. It's been great, to answer your question. He loves being back home. There's no place like home. Coming back home, all those things mean a lot. But the guys have really, kind of embraced what Lou is trying to do with us. We need to get stronger, faster, all those things, and I think we're doing that.
What's the new board of the coaching staff?
I'm
up
sorry?
to this point, the new board and the coaching staff, what's been the impact so far just leading up to spring?
Oh, I just think I know who everybody is, and we've been doing a lot of stuff together. We have a strong coaching staff. Another reason why there's so much optimism around here is based on that. We know we've been around ball enough to know when something good is getting ready to happen, and the coaching staff is a part of that on why I know, it's a different day with Illinois football.